Hello and welcome to yet another dimension. I am Jeremy and this is
Lucid Espresso.
And we just watched episode 8 of Trigun Stampede.
Our home.
Are we home?
I feel like we're home.
Yeah, Vash's home, or his former home, because this is a backstory episode.
Yeah, this is a really good backstory. You know, I was thinking about that after we kind of left, went to go get the cat food.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they didn't really expand much on his backstory in the original series.
Yeah, they didn't go into detail like what he was. You learn. I mean, I guess this is spoilers, but you learn at the very end that they finally say that he was a plant. There's like signs that he is he has manipulation over the plant, but like they go into like the biology kind of a plant and like what they do and like what he does. So they went into more detail.
I think a lot of people where he ended up being sheltered at didn't really like him or trust him that much because they found out that he was a plant, you know, and they're like, that's weird. And like it was cool because like they were doing like kind of like a physical checkup, and they were like using the light to look at his like, you know, dilation in his eyes, and you can see the plants marking in it, and they're like, what is he? And then like the lady was like, oh, he's a plant. And like they explained more to what a plant is, but like he's a clone, which was like weird.
Yeah, so
it's like a plant clone, but also
he was born from another plant.
Yeah,
so he's kind of like the most human of plants.
Yeah,
human-like. So he's just like every other human. All he does is eat, sleep. He doesn't really have a function at first, they think. Because like other plants, like they create electricity. I think some of them like the chemical bonds and stuff.
There is something that I really want to like kind of point out that I found very
interesting.
Yeah. With that being said, it's like him aging.
Yeah.
Right? So we all know that Vash is like, he looks like he's in his 20s, but like he's been 20 for like 20 years or whatever. So, but as a kid, he was growing kind of exponentially fast compared to the people that was taking care of him.
Yes.
Because they were humans, and that's the reason why they didn't like him. So as you can see, like Vash went from a kid to a teenager to like, you know,
an adult,
almost kind of semi-adult, right? Yeah. And I thought that was kind of funny. And the reason for that is because like Brad and Ludia.
It's Ludia. She's new. Brad was in the last season. He kind of like plays the same role. Like the person doesn't trust Vash. He's like on one of the ships, but you know he gets to know him and likes him. But Ludia seems like another Rim, short hair Rim. So I'm like, because like the first one, it was just like an older ship captain. She plays that role because she's the leader of the ship. Go ahead. Yeah,
but back onto what I was saying is like they didn't age as much as Vash was aging extremely fast. By the time he reached a certain age, he stopped aging. You ever notice that? I thought that was kind of weird. Because like, I don't know. They were hinting too that he aged very slow. But in the time that he spent with Ludia and Brad, he aged pretty fast.
So it could be either this where they just wanted him to look good no matter what age he is. He's just like, you know, for promotion. Or it could be another reason where it was never explained really. Maybe they're just so youthful for a very long time. Like once you get a certain age, I mean, it's a mystery. Like the plants are a mystery. I like the mystery behind the plants. I don't want them to go too deep into it. It's like kind of like a god almost. Like you can't really explain it. And like they're like, you know how like in old like ancient times, like they had the sun god and all that. They had the plants, so it's kind of like their gods. So that's what I see it as. Yeah.
I think my only explanation to the reason why he kind of aged faster is because like during that period of time, he was actually connecting with the plant.
So you think he aged faster
because they're transferring that I'm gonna say unwanted energy that was kind of making him unstable. Yeah. And he was taking it in, which was making him age faster. I think that's the only explanation I can go for that because we do see him spend a lot of time with those plants, with those humans to kind of keep them under control so that they didn't go nuclear.
Yeah, so I think that was his, like, I guess what his purpose is or like what he is as a plant. He like heals, like he's kind of like a a fixer, like a healer of the plants. Like if they're like going haywire,
I think he's like taking
calms them down. Kind of like a therapist for plants.
Yeah,
for that
or
plant.
he's taking in all the negative energy.
Yeah,
which explains why they would like kind of just go nuclear, like in the original series, where like their arm becomes a nuke, because he's taking in all that energy.
Yes,
and like if we think back to the original series, where he gets locked in a room, and like he does the same thing. He like connects with the plant.
Yeah,
we don't see the plant actually take a form.
It's kind of more ambiguous.
He
what
just
he's
comes
doing.
out with the markings. Yeah, and then like later on in July, he like nukes the city pretty much because of all that energy. That's why I'm assuming it's the same thing.
I'm pretty sure.
And that's the reason why he's aging faster, is because he's taking all that energy, which is speeding up his growth.
You know what? I didn't even think about that. It's just I just take it as is his age. Like I don't, because I just think because he's not human, it's just like completely different. And like I like things kept like a lot of things kept up a mystery, because like us humans, like we can't conceive like what God is like, and like so I like the mystery of it. So it's a mystery. The plants are a mystery, but they go deeper into it. So I think it's at first they have him locked up because they don't trust him, because like it was a crash. Like they're like going on, like what's going on, and of course Knives caused it. He says Knives probably died. He says probably. He didn't really. I guess he did lie, saying like he could have said he got away. So Vash kind of wanted to protect Knives, but Vash runs away, and he's found out in the original series. Like it's years before he gets in contact with like another human. It's only him and Knives, like for years, like looking for their guns, like their weapons. So it's literally different. So he had that time with Knives, like outside of that. So it was interesting how they changed that up.
So in this series, Knives don't have a gun.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he just has a knife. So
right, but Vash has a gun. Where did he get his gun from? Because he doesn't have it. We know where he got his jacket from, which is again, he's not changing outfits. Sorry, everyone.
He's not.
So I was hoping that he probably goes to the original outfit towards the end. I don't think that's gonna happen.
So in the original one, they get it like not Knives. Like they're walking around and they find an abandoned ship, and like Knives is like, let me go get something. So he's searching in there. I think he like actually makes the guns, Knives, because it took him a year to make it. And Vash just waits, and he brings out 2 guns. And then afterwards, he shoots, like, Vash shoots him, and he sees the pain, so that's why he never wants to shoot anybody again. But in this, I don't know where, like, are they going to show it? Yeah. Where he gets his gun? So I'm interested in that.
I don't feel like there's an attachment to it.
There's no attachment to it. I don't think there's attachment to it as much as this one. I like the guns, though.
I do want to do, like, when we do a season review about this, because I do feel like there's going to be a second season, I want to talk about some of my ins and outs about some of the certain episodes that, even though we gave them good reviews, like, rewatching them, I found a lot of, like, continuity error. And I was like,
when you're in the moment, because, like,
you're enjoying it.
You got to realize this is, like, a reaction. Like, reviews, I call it reviews, but because we're, like, going deep into it, like, reactions, like, all right.
We're watching as we go as a reaction.
But we just watched it just a couple minutes ago, and we haven't really thought about it. We haven't rewatched it. So this is really reaction to it. Once you go back, you miss some stuff. It's like, oh, this doesn't really make sense. But like at the moment, you just got your raw reaction, your raw review. I like that too. So I like how opinions change. But yeah, that could be true too. Episode 8, where's the backstory? Like, they talk about the plants, and they have him Vash captured.
After he helped him out, they're like, here's your room. He was really happy. Yeah. Now, the reason why I'm like, I don't want to spend too much on this, because like, I don't feel like a lot happened.
I mean, nothing. I mean, see, look, for me, this episode doesn't do too much, because I already know the backstory. This is for people that don't know it.
Yeah, but
and they spend so much time on it. And they don't have a lot of time, because there's only 12 episodes. You need a second season. Or are you going to... What did they finish the season this season? Like, what did they finish the series this season? You think they would do that?
It would be rushed.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about, because the next episode is a flashback. There's so many more
villains that showed up that we haven't even.
Yeah, Legato just showed up.
We still got the Firefly bitch.
Samurai. The samurai in the first one. I forgot his name.
I haven't seen him in the series. I'm talking about the ones that we have saw so far. So like we have the doctor.
Oh, we already seen. Okay.
Yeah. We have the doctor, the little girl.
I mean, they're new.
And then that android thing that she was riding.
Yeah.
So it was like 5 characters, and then 6 plus 9. So like you telling me you're gonna finish that before episode 12? That's a lot to cover, and then you still gotta finish. So we did get Wolfwood's backstory, but then Livio.
This is why you have 26 episodes. You can do this.
Yeah, that's why Legato grabbed Livio, right?
Yeah.
So
Livio still have that. Yeah.
Yeah, we still have that. So there's so much left to cover. That's why I assume that there's going to be a second season.
It has to be. It has to be because if you go on this deep, because similar to Chainsaw Man, I appreciate what they're doing with developing these characters. But there's going to be a second season.
Yeah. There's going to be a second season of Chainsaw Man. I think the reason why they only did 12 episodes because one, a lot of the budget went to the
it looked great.
Songs.
No, I'm fine with the Chainsaw.
I'm not mad with that.
Yeah.
Like, please give me more multiple endings.
The ending villain, which is weak to me, but I don't want to talk about Chainsaw Man. Yeah. But I'm fine with like them taking their time. You just because you know how anime like if it doesn't do good, you never see a second season of it. So
I feel like Trigun's doing pretty good.
I don't know. I don't hear people talk about it. I guess I'm not looking to, but
I hear people talk about it. I follow like a lot of cosplayers, so obviously they're gonna be watching animes
and they're talking about it.
Yeah, I see a lot of people talking about Stray Dogs, Bungo Stray Dogs, Trigun. I don't really see a lot of people talking about Nier besides a few of my friends. Yeah, again, they just got back from hiatus.
Yeah, it's been cut.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be doing any more reviews on that because we're so far behind. And like,
we are far behind. And just play the game.
Yeah, just play the game.
I actually like it though.
Yeah,
I do like it, but I don't know. It's kind of it messed up, man.
Yeah, I feel like you can get more information out of the game than watching the anime. The anime is good, but
I think you should definitely watch it though.
Watch it if you like the series.
I recommend it.
Watch it if you like the series.
Yeah.
So overall, for this right now,
not gonna give it a rating.
I'm not gonna give it a rating.
All right. Well, I like to look at stuff individually. Because you chose not to show any progress in the story. You got to really, really capture my attention for you to do that.
So this right here, this is a little different for this episode because it's strictly a backstory right now.
Strictly, it was nothing.
So like, you can't show that. So you have to tell it.
I know, but look, look. This is why I like the intersection of like in between of backstory and progress to the story. What they did with Wolfwood.
Yes.
They showed that and they showed the present at the same time. I like that. I preferred that, but now Vash's backstory hasn't been explained really that much. But hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. The reason why it's lacking to me because I've already seen this so many times, his backstory. Now, people that doesn't know his backstory, I would be curious to see what they think of it.
Yeah.
So, and I think the more exciting part is the next episode. I think it's fair to not really give it a rating because it's not complete.
Yeah, I want to rate it as a whole. Okay. Because I know like the next episode is still more of that backstory.
Yes, it's like the more like it's really getting to it. It's just
like we literally did.
It's just a genesis.
Yeah, we did not cut to anything that happened in the present.
No,
we literally just seen at the end of the last episode. We see him connect with the plant, and he has all the marking on him.
That's my favorite part of the episode when they were doing that.
Yeah, and then the whole other cast saw it. They're like, "Oh shit, he's a plant." And then this episode, we don't continue where that left off. We're literally strictly just all backstory.
Yeah.
Next episode is more backstory. Probably gonna end somewhere towards the middle of the episode or close to the end,
and then get to
where we see the continuation of when they see that he's a plant.
Wait. Oh, no, never mind. Because remember, he wakes up in the bed. No, that's still the past. I'm sorry. Because he looks the same, you know.
Yeah.
Because his arm and stuff. Yeah. Oh, so they show, because does he have his arm when he we see Knives at the end?
Yeah, I think he didn't get his arm cut off yet.
Oh, okay, so they're going to show that. Okay.
Yeah, which I think that's what Knives is going to do is just remove his arm.
Yeah. Because he gets his jacket back because he didn't take his jacket at first. Okay.
Yeah, which is, we all see that jacket, I don't think the sleeve was rolled up. I think it was cut off, wasn't it?
It was, it wasn't. I think it was.
No, I think it was rolled up.
It was rolled up. Whatever. One of those.
Arm, right? It's like rolled up to here. Maybe. I could be wrong.
Okay, go ahead. What are you saying?
But just to kind of end this off, the original series was good at showing, right? So, spoilers for the original series. If you guys haven't seen it, you remember when Wolfwood walks up to Vash, and Vash is looking sad, and he's like, "What's wrong, Neil Noggin?" He's like, "I couldn't save anyone." And he's like, he's all down and beat about it. And he's like, well, that's just life. That's what's the meaning about being human. We can't save everybody. But the thing we can do is to be better next time. Blah, blah, blah. And he says this to him, and he thinks about it. And he's like, being human, right? Because he knows he's a plant.
Yes.
And then, like, Wolfwood knows he's a plant because by this time, they know the secrets, right? And he goes to look up and realize that he's missing. But then there's a trail of blood. Vash doesn't follow it. Right?
No.
But he goes to the church, right?
You gonna stop it? You gonna make me cry?
I'm sorry.
Because I just watched this episode.
Yeah. He goes to the church.
So sad,
right?
man.
And it's like Brandon in my head, too.
Oh, my God.
He goes to the church, and he literally says, like, I know I picked this profession, but I never stepped in here.
Yeah.
And I have never done a confession, right? And he has this confession, and he knows he's dying. But then towards the end of that, he's like, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to be with her. You know, I want to have a life with them. He's talking about Millie, Meryl, Vash, and a bunch of kids from the orphan. And he's like, I don't want to die. This is not how I want to go. But he ends up dying right there. That was perfect. Like, literally, like, showing that trail of blood, you're like, damn, he's really hurt. And then he goes to that, has this confession, this sad moment. And then he dies. Like, you didn't have to tell it. You just showed that leading up to this moment.
Yeah. And he died because before that, he killed a kid that was taken over by a gun. And he felt a lot of regret about it because Vash was like, you can't do that. There's always another way. Yeah. And then, like, he gets killed. He actually didn't get killed by the saxophone guy. He got killed by his former mentor.
Yes. Because
Wolfwood showed mercy.
Yeah, and
that was his downfall. But I think he went out, like, he didn't have to kill another person. I think that was weighing on him, and then Vash, like, changed his mind. And I think it's like he was like, he had regrets.
Yeah. But
I think that was the right way to go about
it.
Yeah. So that was, but they showed it. He didn't tell him, like, I'm dying. Nope. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is what I want. Yeah. This is my story. This is my art.
Gave him words of encouragement, and so then that way he can continue on and went and die in peace.
Yeah.
Overall, that series was really good. And with this episode right here, I want to say it's good, but I can't rate it right now until I see the next episode.
Right now, I mean, I guess this is, I would say, the weakest episode, but it's the backstory.
Yeah, it's the backstory.
I already know it. I just want to know somebody's opinion where they haven't seen it and it's incomplete. So I guess I would just not rate it either. But I guess by itself it'll be a 7. But no rating right now. We'll wait until next week. Man, I was so disappointed when this ended. I'm like, you about to see knives again? Man. I look forward to the next episode a lot.
Looking forward to it.
I'm just hoping, please support this series so we can get a season 2, because I know if they finish this series in one season, it's gonna be super rushed, and I don't think they will do that because there's only 3 episodes left, right?
Yeah,
that's so much. All right, we'll see. Let us know what you think of Trigun Stampede episode 8.
4 episodes left. If it goes up to 12.
Oh, it's 12. Yeah, 4 episodes left. Let us know what you think of this episode 8, Our Home, in the comment section below.
Yeah, and if you made it this far, please go ahead and hit that like button for us.
Oh, yeah.
Help us get into the algorithm that is YouTube.
Share it. Even if you don't care about this video, please share it.
Yeah.
It's greatly
appreciate it. We do this because we enjoy it, but if you enjoy it, please help us out.
That's all I ask for is a like.
Subscribe, because we have so much more in the future. We got Demon Slayer coming up, right? And then
JJK.
Yep. And then probably coming spring, summertime, we're gonna actually get back to making short films.
Oh yeah.
So that's something to look forward to. So
when it gets a little bit warmer,
yeah.
All right. That's it, and we'll see you in the next dimension.